A galactic civil war spreads across the sun. From the heights of Coruscant to fiery Mustafar, to fight the evil empire, for people join the fray. These are the heroes of the Hydian Way.
Welcome to Heroes of the Hydian Way. This is a Star Wars actual play podcast, and we're playing in Edge Studios' Age of Rebellion system. This is Arc 4, Episode 2, and I'm Andarda, and I'm the GM for this adventure. I'm using she/they pronouns.
Hi, I'm Henry. I use she/they pronouns, and I'll be playing Issa Sawan, who uses she/her pronouns, and she's the ship pilot and captain.
And I'm Joy, I'm she/her, and I play Kedra Javik, she/her. She's a sharpshooter. Pew pew!
I'm Sammy, pronouns are she/they. I'm playing Vadalorn Cursed, also she/they, and they are a career martial artist.
And I'm Erica Goodwitch, and I'm playing Norin Gremian, they/them engineer scientist.
To get to know our characters a little bit better, we get one to ask the rest a question, and then answer it themselves. This time, it is Kedra's turn.
So I'm assuming that Kedra, I don't know, maybe we're all having lunch and she prepared a big lunch for everybody, some food. So maybe some meat and some potatoes, some taters and some veggies and stuff. And so she's going to say, "Oh, guys, I got a great big question for you guys. So important, okay? I need to know, what is one thing that you cannot live without? That's not common, like food or air, because duh. But what is one thing that you cannot live without?"
Issa points at Norin.
Gay.
Look, I'm not kidding. It's now that once you live a life where you have Norin by your side, there's really no going back.
Yeah, but I said thing, not person.
This is also true. So actual thing, object, that would be she kind of stops for a second. It would actually be a special shampoo that I found it on Coruscant. Well, I didn't find it on Coruscant. I was on Corellia, and it's official. It says it's from Coruscant. It's a Coruscanti shampoo, and I have to pick it up at different planets and order it. So one day I really should just go to Coruscant and just get an entire crate. I go to.
Oh, you could just order a big huge thing of it. Yes.
I know, but shipping costs are so bad.
Yeah, you want to split shipping? I go through so much shampoo.
You know what? Let's put it on the order sheet.
Oh yes, because you can get it through the ship manifest, and then they paid for you. The ISS, they pay for us, so then you don't have to pay for your own. Pretty smart.
Norin raises their head from where they had slumped over and buried their head in their arms, and is considering their hands nail polish, actually. I buy this special nail polish from what planet is it from again? I forgot. The distributor is from Coruscant, but it doesn't chip at all. So I don't have to worry about flecks of nail polish getting into and contaminating my my samples when I'm working. And I just
I was thinking food.
No, you're the cook, dude.
No, I mean when you're eating, you don't want to chip up into your food. That'd be bad.
Oh, not as big of a deal. I mean, if it's non-toxic, which it is, it's not that as big of a deal as contaminating my samples and ruining my my research. But anyway, nail polish. I like the way it looks.
I think you have very pretty nails.
Thank you.
She looks at her nails. They're not painted. That's okay.
Do you want painted nails? We could have a spa day, do each other's nails.
I don't know how to do nails. If you want to do my nails, that'd be very pretty.
All right. I'll be right back. Norn goes to their bunk and retrieves a little manicure set and their polish, and they have a couple of different colors. Which one would you like?
Let's see. You got black or like green, something dark?
I mean, I've always got black, and I've got this really, really dark green that's almost black, but it's got the shimmering of like these green sparkles in them.
Ooh. I don't know how the shimmering will do it. Might glint off when I try to shoot people. I mean, animals. How about we use black?
We'll do the black. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Now give me your hands. We're gonna have to. Do you bite your fingernails?
They're just a little short, not too short. They're like, I keep them a little bit not too long because I don't. It messes with the trigger.
Okay. I mean, I'm not gonna make your nails long, but let's file these down and smooth it out, and then we'll paint them.
Oh, she's gonna give you her hand. Like, oh, this is so nice. One of the things that I cannot live without is insect spray. I like to make sure that the bugs don't eat me. My blood is very yummy, I guess. I just don't like the insects.
Honestly, that's the better answer. Bug spray.
Truthfully, yes.
Yeah.
Is bug spray uncommon though?
I mean, it's not something that most people think about, especially when they live in the cities. I live out in the country area, I go out hunting. Very, very important. Sometimes, though, I won't lie, I use a spray that, deters other animals, but it's not as nice as the bug spray. It's a little more like urine, but it's okay. I wash off afterwards.
Huh.
What can you not live with it?
Well, it sounds common, but it's calf. But not just wait, look. Hear me out. Calf beans make all the difference, and where it comes from and where it grows, all the difference in the world. You get factory calf from Coruscant. You can taste the smog in the back of your throat. What I can't live without is calf, specifically from the mountain region on Lausanne. It's kind of in the equator, but high altitude. Impeccable beans. Literally, the best calf in the galaxy comes from right there.
I had to try it sometime.
Are you able to get that anymore?
From time to time. The Empire made that rather difficult, but still in production, and there's some out there. It's just,
Put it on the manifest. Maybe we can buy it. Oh.
Isasel pulls up her data pad. I've already done that. So far, I got my shampoo. I put in requests for those calf beans. We'll see what we get. I got the nail polish and lots of bug spray.
Oh, yeah,
anything else I should add to the list?
I think you guys would like bug spray too, especially if we outside. Spray down. Make sure bugs don't eat you.
Truthfully, I want to try everything here.
What, do you want me to do your nails next?
She's like, if you want to do my nails, that'd be perfect. But I actually do know how to do my nails. I just don't as often as I should.
Okay, well then you can do my nails after I do yours. How's that?
That sounds perfect.
Oh, so fun. It's a girls' night. Oh, wait, it's always a girls' night. We don't have many men here. Oh, we do have some. We should do their nails, too.
By a very loose definition of the word girl, yes, Kedra.
Oh.
We pick up with the Codfather, having finally made it to the Hydean Way, is now going from virtually one end of it all the way through the core and shooting all the way out again to Bonadon, which is at the very end of the Hydean Way in the corporate sector, which is a interesting sort of place. But it is also two halves of the galaxy away, essentially. So it is going to take a teensy bit of time. The ship sounds a little different than the last couple of cruises that the crew has gone on, and it is much, much much busier. Because not just is the crew of the Codfather there with the associated others like Hookman, Azee, Trellway, even Jones, who does weird battle droid things. But there's also the 12 Hutball players and managers. Even the Metadroid for the team is there as well. This has a chance of really changing the dynamic of the Wayfarer because it's gone from having like a large-ish crew, but very manageable and like very sort of tight, to having about triple the amount of people. And while, yes, the Hutball players are training, they are trying to keep up their physical attributes as well as some of their mental attributes. The pod itself is split off into a couple training areas. One is a small section of where the various traps would be, so that the players are better understanding of how to dodge out of the way of different traps. There's a small dedicated computer for the slicers to be getting a idea of how to slice in while under pressure. Weirdly, it's in the middle of the trap room. It's set up so that a team can take a week or two in hyperspace and still come out ready for the tournament that they will come to. I'm figuring a few days have gone by. The ship itself is passing roughly through Brentolf's 4, which is on the trade spine from Coruscant. As close as it ever gets to the deep core. Roughly halfway through the journey. Everyone's sort of settled into how they have been wanting to be. Trellway is trying to make as much small talk with the team as possible. Just sort of being there, talking with whoever. Every now and then going through the engine room, though Hookman and Azee pretty much have that both staked out and also in fine condition. Especially after the maintenance crew at ISR had to rebuild the hyperdrive engine.
Not my fault.
Otherwise, Jones has seemingly retreated to wherever Jones recharges. Seems to not like the amount of people who are around. I'm figuring that outside of all the portals is the swirling blue of hyperspace. As the camera stops its just sort of lazy panning through the different corridors, the camera's eye catches Izazel going about her day.
So yeah, a lot of her day is just like while we're in hyperspace, it's just kind of like going across, checking how everyone's doing, making sure it's like nothing engine's going on. She just tries to keep consistent checklist, but uses as excuse just like always talking to like throw in conversation, especially with the Hutball team, just sliding in, just like, oh, hello, how you doing? Can I watch? Very interested in them. But when she's not doing her rounds and making sure and bugging the Hutball team, recently she's going to find herself the medical science bay with Norin and just be like doing a lot of more of her work in there. Trying to be quiet, but she likes small talk. And there's one particular the small talk that she's actually been meaning to talk to Norin about. She's like Norin? I have well, it's not the favor, it's a request because this is kind of exactly what you want to do.
Exactly what I want to do, huh? Norin turns around from where they were fiddling with like some sort of like gadgetry or whatever and turns around and looks at you. And what is exactly what I want to do?
Would you like to tinker with me on this new cybernetic hand? I've gotten used to it, so I kind of don't want to hide it anymore.
What, you want to take off the synth skin?
Yes, the synth skin. Maybe if we have anything here, we can put over it. I'm not going to. I can feel that it's not there, and it's just strange to look at it with the synth skin. So instead, I'd rather just see what we can do with this. Design it, decor it. I have some ideas in a potential upgrade if you're interested. Oh, hear me out. Hidden grappling hook.
Hidden grappling hook.
She pulls out her data pad and she like pulls out these drawings of like designs she's been setting up, but like they're okay, but they're not. No one looking at it's like, I see the idea, but you have none of the math. And she has one where like the palm like hiding a launcher for a grappling hook in the palm of the hand. Like a line running in, like hiding into the sleeves. Like, it's an insane idea.
So you want a hidden weapon in your cybernetic limb?
Well, it's kind of. It's a non-lethal weapon. It's mostly so if I'm on something high again, or I'm on ships a lot of times, and I need a quick way of catching myself. Truthfully, a grappling hook would be helpful. Rocket boots would be better, but not everyone wants you to go in with those. And a grappling hook, I know I'll be safe within most places I go to, especially if I hide it well.
So yeah, we want to make a take a whipcord attachment like for a gauntlet, but modify it so that it's in your cybernetic arm. And we also want to take the synth skin off. Maybe like what kind of covering were you thinking? Like bronzinium, coronium?
Probably coronium, and also I want that ask question because I was looking through old manifests in my old files, and I have an item that you might think is crazy, but for reasons, I think would be great for a decorative like gem piece on the back. Do you still have that cracked Nova crystal from our mining trip to the moons of Naboo?
Yes. You want to put a cracked Nova crystal in, like implant it into your cybernetic limb?
Yes, because
It's flashy.
just a little flashy. Also, if I happen to, looks around, decides to say, my abilities, my talents, maybe and someone happens to see if, because it's hard to stop myself from doing it. It happens by accident sometimes. I could just say it's Nova Crystal magnetism. I can lie. It's just flashy enough where people would think it must be the fancy hand.
Okay. That's all right. Okay, whatever. I will do what you want. I'm not going to question the efficacy. No, the just how well your lie will work with that, but we will see. Yeah, let's see what we can do. So let's see. That's going to be a mechanics check.
Mm-hmm.
Typically, installing an attachment is just installing an attachment. It doesn't require a check.
Mm-hmm. Correct.
But we want it to be hidden. So Whipcord Thrower doesn't technically have a modification option for hidden, but we could make a hard mechanics check to make that modification to the attachment.
That would be the sensical way of looking at it, yes.
Oh, hey, we get to actually use Inventor.
Huzzah!
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 Oh, Norin has Tinkerer too.
Yes.
And you know what? For the heck of it, want some hidden storage in that arm?
I will never say no.
Alright.
You can hide items with total encumbrance 1 in your arm.
That's a lot of stim packs.
Okay.
I am going to spend one of... Oh, right. We have a Destiny pool.
We do have a Destiny pool.
The Destiny pool was 4 light side and 2 dark side. And now it is 5 light side and 1 dark side. On account of I'm using one.
Yellow, 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 green, blue, blue. I'm going to say another blue for us being in my lab.
Yeah, that makes sense.
We said it was a hard mechanics check, so that's a red, purple, purple, purple?
2 purple, 1 red.
Okay.
I can't really come up with any good reasons for tossing in a setback. Sorry.
That's fine. Because then I would have had to remove one of my boosts, and I don't want to do that. All right, yellow, 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 green, blue, 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 red, purple, purple. Enter. 3 advantages?
Wow.
3 advantages?
D1 is cranky today.
D1 is always cranky. I want to reroll. I'm pretty sure I can reroll. Let me see. I can reroll a knowledge skill. I don't like this. Let me look. Oh, I do have Gearhead. 2 ranks of Gearhead. So if you had imposed setbacks, I could have removed them still.
Mm-hmm. I mean, there is that too. I'm just...
Well, usually when you're applying a modification to an attachment, if you fail, you can't do it again. So, The
whipcord thrower is definitely installed. I'm thinking that just the mechanics of the arm and especially removing the synth skin on it and putting it with the chromium makes it so that it doesn't hide that well. That being said, it is most likely it would not be right behind the wrist. It would be more up, like halfway between the wrist and the elbow. So, like, a long sleeve might hide it. I was interpreting the rule for the modification to hide it.
Yes.
Yeah, it's not really able to be hidden, but it is definitely there. It definitely functions. I'll even toss in the hidden storage. That's it. Sorry. The hidden storage for working as well. But it just, sadly, the whipcord thrower is not hidden.
You know, it's there, and that's the important part. I am part of a rescue team. I don't think there should be many people that should be worried about this. Let me find... Wait, the Hut team
you
does
can
have list train.
use it as a weapon if you want.
I'm going to need to practice with this when I... Okay, I'm practicing with a vibroblade, with drones at some point. Like, again, soon. Whip. She's, like, looking at her arms. This is going to be interesting.
Yeah, it is. Honestly, it probably would have gone better if we had done just if I had just made you a van brace or something to put the attachment on, and then you just wore it like that. But there we are. So the Nova crystals, you want that? Like, how did you have a specific design in your mind for that, or?
Oh, I got something for this too. She pulls out, like, she switches files and like goes over to like one design of the Nova Crystal on the back of the hand, and it just has like little writing of like, can it glow in question marks? Like, oh, that was a question I was supposed to ask you. If we can make it, if we can find a ways to like turn on the glow,
we could probably inset an LED light behind, like in your hand behind the crystal.
Okay, that's perfect. Because I was gonna ask if, like, can you connect wires to it, but that will probably cause it to explode. So the LED lights. This is why I come to you for ideas.
Oh, how I love this.
Hey, Andarta.
Yep.
I cannot remember if this is something that actually happened in the interlude. Did Norin get new tattoos?
Yes.
Yes.
On the back of her hands?
Yes.
Okay.
And the crystal design on the thing looks it's kind of similar.
Don't take my gay idea.
We're going to the same place.
Yeah. Same brain cell. Same brain. Yeah, Norin looks at that and gets to work. implanting the little bit of LED, making the crystals more of a diamond shape, and then implanting them. And when you look at the back of your hand and you see the design right next to Norin's hands, you see that they match.
She gets so blushy. A quick question: what color does it glow?
What color do you want it to glow?
If you ask me, it's always going to be purple.
It glows purple.
Yusicel just gives Norin a little kiss and just looks at them and just like, thank you for that. It's she's looking at it like, you know how you look at a wedding ring, you put your fingers out and you're just looking at it. She's looking at the design in the same exact fashion, fingers out and everything. I'm gonna go show it off.
Norin's face is burning.
So Norin gave me the jam.
Can't wait to see Korik's reaction to that.
And how?
Because matching tattoos is definitely a thing.
We're about halfway through. How is Kedra going about her day?
Well, Kedra is chatting it up with the people whoever comes into the kitchen area. She is like, I'm gonna feed you guys, make sure you guys are well taken care of. So she's probably sitting there chatting with one of the hut ball people. So tell me, this ball that you hut, what does it do?
This ball that you hut.
Oh, well, you see, it is a glowing, hovering thing that we have to catch. Well, at least some of those people have to catch. I deal mostly with the traps, but yes, they have to catch, they have to carry, and they have to get it to the net.
Okay, so you catch it in a net.
You throw it into the net, or dump it into the net. Sometimes they even jump into the net themselves and take the ball with them. It is truly fascinating to see.
Oh, and you got to go against other people? You guys are all going for the same net?
There are two different nets. There is one for our team and one for their team. So there's some of us who are trying to defend our net from their carrier, and they're trying to defend their net from our carrier.
So you have shooty people to shoot people to defend your net?
It is mostly a melee based, but if someone is able to get a ranged weapon onto the field, yes, we will shoot.
So you guys use like knives and stuff when you do this thing of ball hunting?
Sometimes, you know how it is. I mean, Wimp just seems to love the spear that they have. They bring it in, they brought it from Dak, and they do these flourishes. They just really intimidate people. What do you expect from a Quarren? They're so showy.
So they go and they scare you, and then you gotta go try to defeat them, like fight them?
Some people will try and fight them. Some people will go around them. Some people will sneak. Some people will try and disappear into the traps that are there. They'll trigger a trap and then have it go off and cause a distraction.
Oh, very good tactic there for the military.
And then there are just some Zaka that just... The basilisk is just so, how would you say, big, that they just pick up the ball in one hand, and with the other three, they just sort of grab people's foreheads and keep them at a distance as they keep walking.
They must be very tall and very strong men. Or women, or beasts, or whatever it is you go against. I don't know. Do you fight animals, like creatures, I don't know, banthas?
Well, we have fought a few animals in the past as an exhibition thing. Banthas, no. Banthas just don't seem fair.
They're so scary. They're very yummy, though.
I mean, banthas are so docile unless you get them very, very, very angry and scared.
That's true. Yes. Mm. So you had a ball, and
Mm-hmm.
it's a glowy ball. You said, right? And you
Yep.
got to throw it into a net, and
Yes.
hopefully it's your net because you want to score.
Yes.
So you protect your net, and then you throw the ball in your net.
In their net, yes.
Oh, in their net. Oh, and the other people are trying to beat you up too.
Yep. That is absolutely correct.
So you have to be very, very strong. Yes?
Or quick. Or
Oh,
sneaky.
Ah, like stealthy, like me, like sharpshooter.
I mean, yes. But you have to be able to move and be stealthy.
Oh yes.
Whereas I would assume you don't move all that much when you are doing the shooty shoot.
No, I don't. No, you got to stay still so they don't see you, so they don't expect it.
Mm-hmm. That's closer to what I do. But I do all the slicing. Well, I do some of the slicing. Zuthram is the other slicer. And yeah, they do a lot of slicing too.
Ah, so you go into computer and you slice into and you make things do what you want. What do you slice into? Like what is electronic that you need? Do you do like a hologram, like a little dance for everybody?
I mean, there is some of that, but it's mostly there are electronic areas that can do different things on the different tournament floors. There was this one that actually opened into a small trays of acid that would cause everyone to just sort of jump around and trying to fling it off of their boots.
Yeah, acid is not good. That could be deadly. Do you mean they try to kill you, like actual kill you in the game?
Well, usually we try and make sure that it doesn't get to that point, but there have been deaths, yes.
Oh, this sound like not so fun game. If it's life death thing, then I shoot people. I don't want to die. I know I shoot. I cannot hide from traps and like acid. No, that's not sound fun. Oh, that sounds so scary.
It can be scary, but some of the biggest fun is finding out where the traps are, because most of them are marked. It's when they go off. They usually have a bit of a delay for it, so if you're running fast enough, or you know how to draw someone in, you can get them to be trapped and not you.
Oh, oh. Well, keep eating because the food is yummy. But yeah, this is so interesting. So I don't know if I could do the hutty body thing. I think I would not be fast enough because I'm not very fast. I'm very good at sneaky, but like very quiet, and I don't move too fast or too loud. I don't know how to hack very much, like do the slicey thingies with the technology. But it sounds like something fun to watch. Maybe a little scary. Do people gasp in the audience?
Oh, yes. If you were watching, there's even a way, well, you know how it is with any sort of sporting thing. If the audience is with you, if the fans are with you, you just get that extra excitement for doing everything. And as one becomes so enthusiastic with it.
I think we should do hutty ball thingy on the ship. I think it'd be fun. We could throw the ball into big nets and we can like set up traps for all the crew. Oh, that'd be so fun. But like not dangerous traps. Like maybe like, oh, you're trapped and now you have to eat the bantha meat. Or oh, now you have to like drink this water. Or oh, you're now trapped. You got to go to the bathroom. I don't know. Fun things like that.
Ma'am, you have a very interesting idea of traps.
Oh, I mean, like usually the traps that I set is like, oh, you fall in their spikes and you die because I'm hunting you. But those are not very good on the ship and not very good with people that I care about.
Now that does make a bit of sense, yes.
I mean, sometimes I have traps for fish. You go fishy. You put a little trap and the fish swim in, and then it closes, and then you got yourself a nice big juicy fish to eat. Or you put the little traps out for things in the trees so that you can catch the flying variety of food. Or the stuff that walks on all fours. You can trap them. I like it. It's very good, but it's not very practical for humans or for aliens or for other for all of us. Like I think it would not be very good because I don't want to kill sentient beings.
Oh, yes.
Not unless they're bad. And then if they're very bad, then they can be shooty shoot. I like that. So what else do the people in your team do? Because like you said you like slicey thingies and you like try to disable traps. So what else do people on the team do?
We have people who are very good at taking the ball and getting it to the places. They are fast, they jump, they dive, they slide around. They're so nimble that it is just almost impossible to keep a hold of them. They are the ones who are the ball carriers. Then there are the enforcers. We somewhat talked about them, the ones who try and defend our net or make sure that our carriers are not messed around with. We also have what are called free roamers. They sort of do everything. They drop into any slot. If someone gets injured, they're kind of there for that. They cover if someone is pinned down or something like that.
Oh, I see. So like the enforcers are like the people who are like the distraction for the hunt, and they get the animal to come out, and so they're like the ones that are hoard them towards you, like them. They help to get the people towards you, so then you can have the other people. You said the ones that are like free range. They're the ones that like will help them to make them come towards them, so then they can get them in the traps.
There is that. They also try to interfere with the carriers so that they will drop the ball. Oh, yes, it is drop the ball. Yes. Well, it kind of hovers there, but they stop touching it.
Oh, so like somebody who has who has had a good, like, maybe like a mother bantha who's carrying baby bantha, and you want the baby bantha, so you make them drop the baby bantha, and then you take it, right? That's kind of like what they do with the ball. They make them drop it, and then they pick up the baby bantha. I mean, the ball.
Yeah, that is somewhat like it, yes.
Oh, very clever.
It does turn into a interesting strategy. Everything is going so fast. We're all in this small area. We've got different levels we can be on so that people can hide, people can jump. It turns into just a exceedingly wild time.
It sounds very interesting. I will have to watch because I do not understand everything, but it sounds very much like a good hunt, and it's very nice. I think it'd be super fun to see.
It definitely turns into a fun thing to watch. Thankfully, not all of us are on the field at the same time, so if you want, actually, we would love to have you and the rest of your crew in the stands so that you can cheer for us.
Oh, I like that. I'd say, go, you can do it. And I don't know what you're doing, but I will cheer you on.
Exactly.
Oh, so fun. Oh, that'd be great. Don't forget to eat. I know I get you talking, but the food is very good too. And yeah,
oh, yes.
It's
very
so good. Oh, yes. I do like I don't always do all the cooking because we do have a chef, but this is my favorite. I like to make meat. Is so very good. So we will come and we will root for you. And hopefully the rest of the crew will want to come too. I think they will. Because I think they say something about they like hutty balls. Ball hutty? I don't know. They like it though.
This is being about halfway through the journey there. The M's, the 4 M's and even Lone. The M's have a ISR Cracker Cat hotball caps now. As they're walking around doing their little cleaning jobs as things are happening. Because that's really what the M's do. They help out. They like Azian enough that they will clean the halls and that and help out for maintenance just as much as they can. Almost like they want to feel useful. Though they do sort of joke about. I mean, you've got Aziz going around with the floor polisher, they will go curling. Because, well, they go into those little puck things. It seems like fun. But yes, the 4 of them and Lone all have ISR hotball caps now that they wear continuously. Even if they're shut down, they've got the cap on. And weirdly enough, they're still color-coded for the M's.
Adorable.
So, What has Vadalorn been up to during this trip so far?
So right off the start, Vad would be spending their first few days just locked up in their quarters. It's kind of the social anxiety of having a new crew to get to know, and also, oh hey, we have a whole sport team here. That's great. I love people. A few days in, I think they'd make their way to the pod just to kind of like watch the training, see how they do it, and might get involved at some point. Just because the Fitness Gram Pacer test is a multi-stage aerobic capacity test that progressively gets more difficult as it continues. Just see how they stack up against professional athletes.
Okay, that... I could definitely see a few of them offering. So... I mean... Yeah. I would sort of figure that you'd have either the carriers, of which we've got Totney Bados, the Twi'lek carrier, Tosk, Tosak, the Gand carrier, and Rezer Hell, the Mikian carrier, would be ones I would definitely take a interest in helping you explore the extent of your abilities. And I'm pretty sure, like, Amor Sill, the coach, would absolutely be in there for helping you out, showing off what their team can do.
Mm-hmm.
While all of them are doing some form of training, the carriers have been essentially going through a course that the slicers are also working on. It's not as big as a full Hutball arena. It is big enough that you can actually do things in it. You can actually show a bit of your speed. You can show a bit of your ability to bounce off of things. And there are some of the traps. In this case, it's mostly versions of traps that are non-lethal. In place of an acid trap, it's just water. In place of a fire trap, it is just a smoke thing. Stuff like that. Because they're not really wanting to injure anyone when they're not on the actual field.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, they would love to get you in and seeing how well you can navigate this test area.
I'm assuming that would be athletics.
Yeah, athletics seems about right. I mean, if someone were wanting to try it, I'd go with athletics or coordination. Both do make sense. I am figuring that this would be a hard check. Because of the traps, I'm going to toss in 2 setback. And I might as well use my last point.
Well...
Which would turn into 1 red, 2 purple, and 2 setback.
I don't want you to feel like you have nothing to spend, so...
That is so kind of you.
For the purposes of talent, would the setbacks and the traps be considered difficult terrain? Because I have Swift, which means I do not suffer usual penalties for moving through difficult terrain.
I'll knock a setback off for that, but some of the setback is the actual trap aspect.
Gotcha. Huh. Well, thanks, D1. That's, no successes, so it's a failed roll.
Mm-hmm.
And I got a threat and a triumph.
Okay, I mean, Vad is a Lasat, which means they have a giant amount of hair, as you had pointed out. And I had said that they'd replace the acid traps with water.
Oh no.
I'm going with Vad is soaked.
Well, I'm so sorry to everyone on the ship.
But there is a triumph.
Yeah. Could I use the triumph to let me throw in my free running talent after the fact? Suffer 1 strain in making a move maneuver to any location within short range. So, what I'm thinking is just basically, I get to the end, but I'm still wet.
Okay, I kind of like that. Yeah. I mean, but the only thing that I could see otherwise, like using free running and Lissette being, you hit the first trap, and then it's like, why am I on the ground? But no, absolutely. It's like, you go into the first water trap, you make a giant splash with that, getting up, free running, what have you. Then, making it to the end.
Yeah. I've got all-terrain legs, and in this context, walls are terrain.
So that definitely impresses Amor, who's there. It's like, oh, we're gonna have to keep an eye on you if one of our couriers goes down, or more, really. We might need to tap you to go onto the field. How do you feel about that? Could you be our secret weapon?
Yeah, happy to. As long as it's a one-off. It sounds like fun, but ISR is my first job.
Well, that's what we're out here promoting, making people aware of ISR.
Well, this sounds right up my wheelhouse. I'll be glad to run for you, if it comes to that.
I mean, let's hope it doesn't. But it has been very interesting meeting a Lissette such as you. You are only the second Lissette I've ever met, and both of you have been so enthusiastic. With you being so enthusiastic for ISR, it is inspiring. I want to make sure everyone understands the valuable job it is that you all do for this galaxy.
Yeah, well, I do try. ISR helped me out of a pinch. It's the least I can do to return the favor.
That is very noble of you. Can I get a perception check off of Vad? Actually, I'd like to get an individual perception check off of Vad and Kedra. Both of them would be... let's just go with it being 2 purple, 1 setback.
I can't English perception today.
Yeah.
So 2 purple and a setback.
Yep. 2 purple, 1 setback.
What the heck, D1?
3 successes and 3 flat.
4 success and advantage for me.
D1's a dice roller. Therefore, by definition, they are a chaos goblin.
Yep.
So,
Yeah.
I'm specifically thinking of Kedra and Vad for this. What you're seeing is that Amor they seem to be sweaty all the time. They try to be extremely composed. They try to be very, very engaged with whatever they're dealing with. Like when Vad was going through the training area, was able to pay attention extremely well, but they just seem to be sweating a heck of a lot. And which also, the ship is climate controlled. And Duros generally like the same kind of temperatures everyone else do.
Well, I mean, I've got a fur coat.
I'm good with the cold, so we gotta be where it's going to be cold. Oh. I'm going to calm Norn. Hello, Norn.
Huh?
Norn.
Yeah.
So I think we're going somewhere where it's going to be very cold. Do you have like nice warm jacket? Maybe gloves? Maybe boots or something to keep your ears warm. I don't want you to freeze.
What? I mean, Muriel is kind of a cold, dry planet, but what do you want about? What do you mean?
Oh, I just want to protect you. I was going to call Isabel too. I just want you to make sure that you and Isabel are nice and warm when we get there, because I think it's going to be very cold.
Okay.
Okay, that's it. I just tried to be nice.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. I'm going to hang up.
Bye.
She's like, oh, got to make sure I get my coat. I don't know if I have a warm coat. Oh, I don't want to freeze.
That's weird. She's calming me right as I'm making something for her.
She's going to go to her room and try to see if she has anything warm.
Yeah, I'll hand Amor a towel. I assume there's a stack of them about.
Oh, yes. There absolutely is, yes.
Something on your mind, Coach? There's...
Well, we haven't been doing all that well for any of our tournaments, and going all the way out to Bonadon is going to be quite a meetup of triple Auric teams. We've lost all of them at least once. We've been training so much. I don't know if we're going to win any games, and, well, ISR is really needing for us to place in this tournament.
Well, winning is 80% attitude. You just gotta, go in with confidence.
I'm pretty confident we're going to be able to make a decent showing of it. Oh, well. Thank you for the towel. Something's been feeling off since we got onto the ship. I don't know what it is, but hopefully it's cleared up by the time we get to Bonadon.
I was gonna say stress, but if it's... Since you got on the ship, I wonder if it's something to do with air conditioning. Maybe we can have a look at it.
I'm sure it's nothing. I need to make sure my team is ready. That's the important part. I'll be fine.
Famous last words.
Yeah. No doubt. I'm sure you will. And hey, look on the bright side. ISR just wants us in the top 4. Can't be that hard. Set the bar low.
Oh, we shall see. At least they're not going to be betting on us all that much. I hope.
Well, I'm not much of a gambler, but if I were, I would put credits on the Cracker Cats.
Bah! We shall make sure it's not a criffing, wasted effort to bring us all the way out to Bonadon just to go down in 2 simple losses.
Well, remember, confidence. I believe in us.
As long as they're confident on the arena floor, yeah, the team will see it through. We shall see.
Yeah, they'll be fine.
I'm sure you're right. Now I should probably go see to Knot. They've been complaining about their slicing gear. They're very sensitive to it not working properly. Getting the right emissions from the gear is most important. When the gear is right, they're brilliant. When it's causing them interference, they do miserably.
Well, best of luck with that. I hope you're able to get their deck working.
I believe we can, especially with Goo's help.
With whose help?
Rennick Goo, our other slicer. The weak way you see every now and then. I think he was just up talking to your cook.
Mm-hmm.
The one who keeps talking about shooting things?
Oh, yeah. That's a interesting character, that one.
It's definitely an eclectic crew that's here. I mean, a clone and a chatter fan as well?
Yeah, it's definitely going to take some getting used to. I'm a recent addition myself.
I see. That would be a hard thing, to come into a crew that's already gelling and then having to become intertwined as someone in ISR needs to be.
Well, I've got confidence in me too. And come on, look at this face. This is the moneymaker. With a charming personality like mine, matter of time.
Exactly. I see what you're doing, and well, thank you. Now, I really should see what Zepharn is up to.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Yeah. And I am now only mildly regretting the, choosing the names of characters because they make me giggle.
I think Erica had something to roll.
Yeah, I want to make something for Kedra.
Okay. What? What you making?
I'm making. I am modifying an attachment to a melee weapon that I will be then depositing in Kedra's bunk.
Aw.
Okay.
So that's another yellow, 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 green, blue, 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 purple, purple, purple.
Okay, I do.
She doesn't have any melee weapons, but she has 2 ranks in melee, so I figured, if somebody actually manages to get up on her, she needs to be able to defend herself. And I've got 2 weapons to give to her, but one of them, the attachment had modifications options. So I want to see if I can make it stunnier. Nice. It's 1 success, 2 advantages, and a triumph.
I mean, thankfully the boosts were there for you.
Yeah, with two of them being blank.
Your final success did come from a boost, so
That is true. Yeah. I don't know how to spend advantages and triumphs on modification checks yet. But yeah, Kedra, when you go back to your bunk, you find a box on your bed. And when you open the box, you find a collapsible snap baton with a stun pulse attachment and a M8 combat knife that has a serrated edge.
Ooh. Oh, that sounds so cool. So she'll look at when she goes back to her room. She's gonna, oh, what is this? And she opens it. She's gonna be, oh, this is so beautiful. Oh, and I can hurt people with it. Oh, this is so nice. I like it. Oh, I wonder, is there gonna be a card with it, or just randomly just there, and she has to guess who did it?
Just there.
Oh. Okay, then she's gonna. This is Keto. She's gonna go. Oh, the captain must like what I do. Oh, she likes my food.
That's fine.
Isabella likes my food. Oh, okay. I'm going to have to go thank her. So she'll hunt Isabel down in a good way.
She'd find Isabel probably in the cockpit where she usually where she makes her rounds back to all the time to make sure the ship is going okay. Space isn't consuming us into another dimension. All that fun stuff.
So she's gonna go, Isabel, look what you got me. Oh, it's so beautiful. I like it. Thank you so much.
I mean, I'm glad you like that, but Keitra, I didn't give you that. Looks at the stuff. Looks at her own arm. I know I'm crafty and all, but points at her arm. Who do you think's the most crafty of us?
Oh, the most crafty will probably be Norn, because they like to mix things.
Yeah, mix things, craft things.
You mean Norn did this? I go thank them. I'm going to have to go thank them. Okay. Thank you, Isabel. Oh, good job, Captain. You're doing a good job, okay?
Thank you, Kedra. And as soon as Kedra walks out the door, picks up her comm. Norn, as a heads up, Ghidra's coming in to say hello. Don't be mixing anything dangerous.
Thank you for joining us for this episode of Heroes of the Hydian Way. You can find show updates at linktree/The Hydian Way, and you can find me on the socials at Deuterium Ice.
You can find me and everywhere as at SimDisorder with one Y and one I in that order.
And you can find me, Joya, on the Other Place podcast, Season 2 as Talana, and live on twitch.tv/joyfullyme with the number 2, playing a variety of games.
I'm at places on the internet at linktree/goddess Sammy with one fewer S's in the middle than you might think.
And you can find me and all my mercenary work at linktree/Erica Goodwitch.
And we are all at thehydianway.com, where you can find previous episodes and previous seasons.
You can find more episodes on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and YouTube Music. Plus, you can help us out by rating, reviewing, and subscribing.
You can holocom us at theheroes@hydianway.com, or you can find merch at tpublic.com at /user/thehydianway.
If you like what we do and want to support the show, you can with a CAF subscription at ko-fi.com/thehydianway.
Nah, I think it's Norn's turn to be the gay panic this time. There we go. Found the cybernetics page. Cybernetic weapon implant, cyber scanner limb, digital lockpick, escape circuit.
I mean, it would generally qualify as a
multi-tool
weapon
hand. Repulsor fists.
I mean, those are fun.
The Ascension pistol exists, so
Yeah.
rules-wise, hidden weapon might be the closest from a mechanical standpoint.
It would be the quickest, yes.
So there is an armor attachment called whipcord. A whipcord attachment.
Right.
Erica spent so much time on mods and attachments and crafting the past couple of months because of other Star Wars projects.